Mary T. It's good to see you guys. Wow. All right. It's beautiful. It's not actually beautiful. It's like humid today in Portland. It's what, 70-ish, 70, mid-70s? 72 and very humid today, which is not a normal state of affairs for us, but the weather's in the midst of changing from warm to cool, so we will be getting rain before long. That's always a welcome sight to me. I'd rather have the rain than the hot temperatures. Okay, I brought a couple things to show you tonight, just because they're things we've been working on, and I thought you might enjoy seeing them. These are some of our most recent projects from our quilling class. I just love making these. Come way in on here. So, whoa, back up a little, there you go. Just show how delicate that is. Made with the metallic strips, the gilded edge ones. Hi, Glenn. So, these were great fun to make. It takes about an hour, a little over an hour to make one. Just beautiful. It looks like it'd be so difficult, doesn't it? They're so easy. So very easy. But we hadn't shown any quilling projects in a little while. I thought maybe we should show some. This we just made last night. Little owl. I put white in his pupils and then I didn't like the way it looked, so I brought it over here. Try and put some glossy accents on it if I have the glossy accents here somewhere. They seem to have disappeared. I have to find some. All right, so my owl. And then this was our last week's card, making little flutterbys. Yes, we put acetate in the window. You want the owl, Thelma? I'll send you the owl. It was fun to make too. Cute. I want to put some glossy accents on his eyes, though. I have to do that because he needs that. Aren't they fun? Beautiful. We love our quilling class. The class has been meeting now every week for almost a year. So that's fun. Hi, Mary R. All right, let's take a look at what we're going to do tonight. I had those sample cards I had before, but they have wandered off. I don't know where. Let's look in the green box on the table and see if the paper rose cards, the little gnome cards are in there, would you please? I want to show you the series we're working on tonight. I had so much fun with these at the workshop, just so much fun with these materials from Paper Roses that I had to just do a project with you guys in the Paper Roses. Hopefully they're in there. I'm not sure where they've gone to otherwise. Anyway, this is a little 6x6 pattern pack I showed you yesterday. We also have the Rainbow Garden pattern pack, which has more printed kinds of... Hi, Catherine! More printed kinds of patterns, where this one has more solids and dots, or solids and ginghams. Not there, huh? Okay. And then there's Rainbow Garden Basics. It just has a bunch of nice colors and prints. We have the 6x8 die cuts and sentiments. This is really pretty. I don't have this one. I might end up having this one. We'll see. Here are the Rainbow Garden florals, and these are the same die cut and embossed papers we've seen in the insects and others, but they're just beautifully clear embossed. Gives them nice dimension and color. These are the Rainbow Garden cut-aparts. Same kinds of images, but they're not but these are not embossed. But see all the cute little characters? This is the cut-apart ones. Hi, Sharma. Okay, here's the insects we looked at. I think we looked at these yesterday, too. Oh, we got two of these die cuts and sentiment packages up here. Well, I think it was Destin. I used one. Okay. And then this is just all embossed die cuts, too. We got all the cute little gnomes and things in this one. I might keep that one out, too. All right, and then we have some larger paper packs in the Paper Rose also. This is all weathered boards and ginghams and solids. And it's really pretty. See the little stickies on them. I'm just making sure we had all these in stock before I used these things in class. We don't have a lot of some of them. I only have one left of this one. But really, really cute papers and things from Paper Rose. This is the Rainbow Garden Basics papers. Look at those guys. Aren't they just sweet? And then they have, I'm not kidding, this is, okay, this is the ones that I'm going to send back downstairs because I still had a whole collection of this stuff from the workshops that Margie reminded me about, got them out for me. I may also use this little notepad from Sizzix. This is called Sizzix Surfaces. Those of you who were who remember the Doris coordinations will remember cardstock that's darker on the outside, light is colored, but it's lighter on the inside. And when you tear it or emboss it, you can bring the pattern through. And this is actually just kind of a really nice little accent paper pad to use with these. I'll give you this. Let's get these out of my way. These are all the things I'm going to set back to inventory. And I have two more here that I might send back. So I just have some kind of assorted pieces out of some of those collections here. And I thought we'd put together a few very, very simple cards. Super simple cards. This is really nice paper, by the way, from Paper Accents. It's kind of a semi-gloss. It's not glossy. It doesn't look cheap. It's got kind of a really neat semi-gloss finish to it, and it's heavy. So, love those. We're just going to put together a few fun cards just for the heck of it, because I thought it sounded like fun. So that's what we're going to do today. I don't think any of these cards will be larger than a European A6, or basically 4 1/8 by 6 and or 5 7/8. I'm going to just, these are going to be super simple cards, but I'm going to do some simple layering and cutting to make them beautiful. So since this is 4 1/8 wide, I'm going to go 3 7/8 wide. But 5 5/8 long. I'm going to keep these little pieces because they'll be great layers. Yes, he is still coughing, but he's doing much, much, much better. He's not going through gallons of cough syrup and bags of cough drops. So I'm glad to see that. He's actually getting better. I like that. Look at that. Look how pretty that is on there. right. Makes chair squeaky. I'm sitting at it funny. Just such pretty papers. And the thing I like about them is they're so cheery, just so friendly. I will, Catherine. I will. Okay, let's see what we're going to put on our card. Here's some of our some of our pictures, and oh, I like this one. Rain or shine, I'm here for you. Well, it's going to be kind of busy on this background, but I think we'll take a piece of our solid color paper, kind of trim that out a little bit so that we separate this image from its background a little. Kind word is like a spring day. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and cut these all apart. The lines are not real distinctive where they are, so I'm going to try to cut this across straight. We'll see how we do. These are not going to be exact widths. I'm just going to take what it looks like it wants. These are not die cut. This particular sheet I'm using, it's not a die cut sheet. This wants to be a little bit narrow. I'm going to actually make this a little bit smaller too. So I'm going to cut this to be 4 inches long by, this one's going to be 2.5 inches wide. And I'm going to cut a piece of this pink paper. It was 2.5, so I'm going to make this 2 3/4 by 4. Flat on the back by 4 long. Or was it supposed to be 4 1/4? It might should have been 4 1/4. Yes, it should have. Okay, but I have room on the top of my umbrella, so I'm going to cut this off a little bit more. There we go. The pink does help set it apart from the card a little bit. I think I might double mat this one. I'm going to put a piece of white in there too. So I wanted that to be 2 3/4. I'm going to make this 3 wide there. I'm going to make this 4 1/4 long. Let's see what happens if we do this. There we go. Cute little pink border around it. Rain or shine, I'm here for you. I like that. I like that. We're going to go with that. This is Paper Rose, and it is also out of Australia, I believe, Mary R. These are the guys that did the really super cute Christmas with the purple Santa Claus. Do you guys remember those? Everybody was saying, oh, that's the one for Debbie because it's purple Santas. Yes, I did. I made it too. Because I had to, because it was a purple Santa. Just layering these up for some interest. And maybe put a little dimensional tape here and there. They're not going to be fancy cards. They're just going to be fun, quick, really charming cards. Rain or sunshine, I'm here for you. That's what you guys need to know. Rain or shine, I'm here for you. How cute is that? I told you today's going to be really sweet, simple, fun to give cards. Isn't that pretty? I love that. One down. Let's see what we want to do next. I have next in my cutoff ones we just did. I have this pretty. What do you call this again? We've been through this. Is it an arboretum? I think that's what we said. No, I do not have the Be Happy out today. I actually have it sitting here on my desk because one of the things that Be Happy sent me was a not for resale class pack. So I need to figure out what I want to do with that.
That was what was on your desk when I made the stream.
Oh.
That's why they're asking about it.
Debbie, next time, can you tell us how many envelopes did that paper pad have in it? I bet you Bryce could get that paper pad and tell us how many envelopes it had in it. Look at this sweet little... It's in the black box on the table there, honey, with the What's New Wednesday. I'm taken to not taking the What's New Wednesday box downstairs until after my evening classes on Wednesday because I always rifle through What's New Wednesday. It's the one that it's...
The three-quarter design?
That's a card kit. Keep looking.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
You're looking for an 8x8 paper pad from Studio Light. There's 3 Studio Light pads in there. That's 6x6 maybe. And it's the mixed papers.
It doesn't have any envelopes.
Ooh, that's pretty.
36 sheets, 6 projects, 6 cards, and text.
Okay, we'll bring it here and I'll look and see how many envelopes are in it. What would be fun with this would be to have some maybe simple brackets with them. Yeah, this is the mixed paper pad we were talking about yesterday. And it's kind of deceptive because there are all kinds of projects in here. These are little pockets for your cards and your journal pages. If I were sending quilt cards, I would either send them in a card box or I would put it in my regular envelope and then I'd put that in a bubble mailer, Mary. So these are more pockets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2 times 3 is 18. We have 18 little pockets. We have these little journaling cards that would actually fit in some of those pockets, I think. These little journal cards. And there's 5 on that page. So there's 15 of the journaling cards. These are the boxes. I don't know if these boxes are envelopes, but these are mini ones anyway. No, these are, I said they were boxes. These are going to be envelopes too. These are going to be small envelopes that are 2 by 2 envelopes for your cards. And there's 4 on a page and 3 pages of those, the 2 by 2 envelopes. There's 12 of those. And then we have the larger envelopes that are going to be 5 by 5. And you can see a lot about what's happening with this envelope. I don't want to actually tear it out because it's not my book, but you can see from the die cutting that you see along the edges, these are not only pre-cut for you, they're also pre-scored, and you'll just fold them down, fold them up, and that will be the 4 pieces of your outer envelope. So there are 1, 2, 3 of those. These are what? This is what? I'm not sure what these are.
Pages that stand up.
They are made to make pages that stand up because we have little, no, these are pockets. These are pockets. They're just sloped pockets. And, oh, these are more envelopes. These are more envelopes that have a pocket on them. And these are going to be an odd size. Let's see. These are going to be 4, just a little under 4 by 'Trying to find the crease marks and measure. They're not punched out. That's going to make a 4 by 5 inch envelope with a little pocket and some faux seals. You get 3 of those. This is another big one. This is going to be a 5 by 5. So hopefully you're tallying these up, Thelma, because I'm not adding them up as I go. 3 of those big 5 by 5 envelopes. And then here's some 4 by 4 cards too. Well, they are 4 by 4. That would go perfectly on a 4.5 by 4.5 inch card, 4 3/4 inch card to fit that 5 inch envelope. And then we've got some 2.5 by 3 inch toppers, some little sayings down here. 3 pages of those. Another 3 pages of different ones. We've got the small 2 by 2 toppers. These will go great with those little envelopes and stuff. And these for tuck-ins into those envelopes are going to be so cute. And then we've got all these sentiments. And then we have cutout sentiments. We have 3 pages of those. Hopefully that helps, Thelma. Here, honey, I'm going to give you this back to you so I don't lose it or use it or anything else I might do to it. I like this little guy with this. Okay, I'm going to cut this piece of cardstock down just a bit. Might be good to emboss it and let you see what this paper does. Do I have a sanding tool? I do. I have to just dig a little bit, but I do. Let's get an embossing folder out up there, honey. And emboss this piece of cardstock so they can see what this Sizzix paper does. It's fun. Left side of the embossing folders. Just pick one that's got maybe a nice little floral pattern or something on a repeating floral pattern. Needs to be an all-over pattern though. That'll work. So it's from Hot Off the Press. It's their vines. Yeah, hot off the press. Somebody wrote question mark behind it. I know it's hot off the press. Okay. Well, you look, please, in the tool drawer, which will be in the top or the second drawer. I think the second drawer in the second cabinet over from the door. I need a sanding tool. That could be like a fingernail file or any number of a sanding block. Just need something to sand with. Not enough. Sometimes I have to remind myself how my plates go in my machine. Which ones go together to make different functions happen. I don't think that did enough, but I didn't have my, did a little bit, but it didn't have my embossing mat in there. Let's see if we can do this. This is good embossing it. Did you find a sanding tool? Yeah, good, thanks. Okay. Sorry for the delay. It always takes me a minute if I haven't used a function for a while to figure out what I needed to do. So now we've got this all embossed pretty. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit this with my sanding tool lightly. To show the paper underneath. So now that Doris is out of business and they're no longer manufacturing new coordinations, although I do still have some coordinations downstairs, because I always liked the fact that you could do this, and I bought it up when I knew they were going into business. But so we do still have original Doris coordinations and paper packs downstairs. But now that they are officially out of the market, Sizzix picked up their idea. I think it's Sizzix. Yeah, Sizzix picked up their idea and is now manufacturing this paper that does the same thing. Look here, guys. Just a little sand with my sanding tool. How beautiful is that? Fun, huh? So let's put that down on our card. That's beautiful. Okay. Underneath. Trim a little off each side because my embossing folder was not totally centered. This is 5 3/4. So isn't that pretty? That's beautiful. Huge impact, huge. And it's just as easy as that. Anything you have in an embossing folder, Mary, you can convert into one of these really nice style paper simply by using paper that's lighter in the inside than it is on the outside. Yeah, this actually was a nail file. Any kind of a sanding tool will do. And I think I'm going to do something just for fun, just to add a little extra color. Why not? I'm going to cut a 2-inch square out of this little piece I had left. I'm going to cut that square diagonally from point to point. And I'm going to put that in here just to bring some of that outer color in with my card. I love that. Actually, that looks great. Oh. I love doing this technique with the sanding block because it always turns out, I think, better than I expect it to. I mean, I have a picture in my mind of what it's going to look like. And if anything, I think it usually looks better than that picture. So I kind of like the roughed up look. I could keep sanding it until I had everything nice and smooth. But I like having it have kind of that shabby chic look to it. So stopping there was a good move. Now, do I want a little bit of pink there? Or am I going to take away from my flowers? Put just the tiniest amount of pink around. No, I don't think it needs it. But I will prop this whole thing up on some foam tape. Make it stand up. The tension. Very easy it is to bring other colors back into your card. So simple. Don't throw the scraps away while you're working because those little pieces can be very helpful. I'll probably come up my scissors with this tape, but I haven't done it all week, so I was due. Such pretty colors. Just makes me feel happy. These little gnomes seem like such happy creatures. Want this to stand up nice and solid, so I'm putting a nice piece of foam tape all the way under the edge. There we go. Peel that foam tape. You're going to like these cards so much, guys. I just got to tell you, you're really going to enjoy them. I think the only thing left to do on this one after this will be to put a sentiment on it. Lots of white area here to hold my sentiment. Sure, before I get all that tape stuck, then I get this roughly where I want it. And let's get a sentiment from the sentiment sheet. You can see these are just black with white or white with gold. I think, nope, they're gold and silver. Gold, black, or silver. I have lots of choices. I'm kind of fond of the black ones, to tell you the truth. Try and see if I can get a straight line here. Looks nice. Take a little extra off the top. Didn't get it totally straight. I guess now it's time to trim it with scissors. Sometimes I do better with scissors than I do with a paper cutter, especially with little things like this. I think birthday wishes is a nice sentiment for this one. I just want a little one. If we got that somewhat square. Oh, you know what I need? I have one of those butterflies left. I'm looking to see if I have a butterfly left from my classes where we use these. I think I gave all the butterflies away, though, at the end of class. Silly me. Everybody was oohing and eyeing over them, and I gave them to them. I don't have a butterfly here. That's unfortunate. It would have been fun to have a butterfly in this tie there. But maybe I can look in my paper and see if I can fussy cut one or something. Okay. Let's do birthday wishes right here. All right, and let's see. Do I have somewhere in these goodies that I have here? Do I have an insect that I could cut out? I do not know. So what else do we have over here? I have a little. I have a dragonfly. I just think a little dragonfly will just get the job done up here in the sky. Just to add one more fun element to her card. Well, there it is. Oh, I love it. Okay. Let's put our dragonfly on. What do you think, guys? Is he charming or what? Isn't it cute? I just love it. Okay, next one. These are fun. I remember thinking these were fun when I was working on them last time. Let's see what else we have. Gather some of my sentiments and things and create a stack so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, this looks nice. I like that arboretum. That's beautiful. Let's see what we want to do with that. Does it want to be sparkly, perchance? Maybe. Needs to be cut down some. Maybe put a little pink around it. I like my big happy birthday on there. Okay, let's trim this down. Good night, Catherine. Liking that. Yeah, where's the pink? Good night, Cat. I don't know about this pink and this teal, but it'll be fun to find out. That looks pretty good. A little cut uneven there. Let's see if we can trim that up just a bit. Just a little uneven with my scissors. I like that a lot. And where's those pieces of that leftover I had? I'm going to take another 2-inch square off of that. I'm going to cut it in 2 1-inch pieces. Just want to see what this looks like. Might not like it, don't know. When I'm using this glitter cardstock, I like to use my extra thick tacky because it really gets down in all those cracks and holes. Now I do like it. I do like it, guys. All right, we have a card. Just have to assemble. All right. Yeah, we're using all these little pieces. You can do that on these little fun, simple cards.
Did you say hi to Sharma?
Hi, Sharma. Not sure when Sharma came in. I might have said hi earlier, but I don't think so. So I really like my extra thick tacky for these glittered cards. The Cosmic Shimmer is not quite as good as it is for all other purposes on the glitter cardstock. These are really fun cards to do, Glenn. They just make you happy doing them. Isn't that what card making's all about? Find my side there. I have that straight. So I don't know if you guys remember Brandon. Those of you who have been around for a long time, he used to drop in on our Facebook classes every once in a while. He always called me Mrs. Hamilton. Hi, Mrs. Hamilton. It's because that's what he's always called me. When he lived here. Brandon is a kid that lived with Bryce and I for 6 months or so. 6 months or so.
Yeah.
Well, he was figuring out how to make his way in the world. And I am so proud of that kid. He has gone on to the U.S. Marine Corps, and he has been successfully enlisted in the Marines for, 3 or 4 years now? 3 years, Bryce says. And he got married. And he has a baby. And they came to see us the other night. And it was so much fun to meet his wife and to see that baby. It was absolutely adorable. She must get that from Rachel. If Brendan was just listening, I would want him to hear that. As Brendan and I have to give each other a hard time. It just must be done. Hi, Annette. Thank you for the love and hugs, Annette.
Did you get it, the email?
I think so. I'm sure I did. So Brandon's one of my surrogate kids. I have a few of those. He was friends with Jordan. And he needed someplace to go. Showed up at my door at 2:30 in the morning one morning. We talked until dawn. And he wanted to go and sleep in his car. I said, you will not be going and sleeping in your car. You have a perfectly good guest room down there, and you'll use it as long as you need it. We helped him get all established and on his feet and established with checking accounts so he could pay rent. And we found a room for rent situation for him that worked out beautifully. In fact, the person he ended up marrying was one of his roommates. So that worked out well. They just happened to like each other a lot. So that was perfect. But he's a good kid. Proud of him.
Say good night to Mary R.
Good night, Mary R. Aren't these just too cute, guys? Look at these we're doing. They're just so fun. Such cute little cards. I will love giving these away. Isn't that fun? Just love it. Okay, what do we got left? And they don't take any time, as you can see. We are popping one after another together here. I love this with the castle in the background. See that? Isn't that pretty? I think we have to do that. I think it must be done. Yes, I got gummy on my scissors. I'm always getting gummy on my scissors. Best glue ever. Remover will take it off. That's pretty. So now what do I want to do? I have this beautiful pink. I keep using this pink for everything, but it's because it goes great with everything. Their color choices in here are Really, really good. Although some of these, you look at this one, you think, how in the world would you ever use that? But you know, you put it down and you look at it and you remember you're covering up a lot of it. And what still shows looks beautiful. So it wouldn't be my favorite for this particular topper, but it would work for this one if I wanted to use it. Well, so I have this beautiful one I want to do. Okay, and I have all these fun papers here too. This is just still part of my pack from the workshop. I'm lost. What is this, Debbie? We are making cards, Annette, using the Rainbow Garden collection from Paper Roses. And we're just cutting out toppers, layering them up with some of our solids and prints, and making some fun, easy little cards that are just so dang cute. I just love them. They make me happy to make them. And sometimes when you're feeling down, the best thing you can do for yourself is to just pick up some beautiful paper and start making things. Hey, look at this beautiful blue we've got too. And that orange. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. We have that fun butterfly or dragonfly. Dragonfly's a little too busy with this one. I think
orange might be better with that than pink.
You think the orange? Let's look. Oh, there it is on the back of the boot, on the back of the blue. I don't know what I was saying there, but it was coming out all cattywampus. The blue's pretty too. I do like that. The orange is good. I think I want to do something to kind of shock it up, though. What would happen? I bordered this in black, then put it on the orange. I think it might be interesting. We should find out.
It will be.
This is not quite straight. Okay, I have to go to my paper cutter. Just a little uneven on that edge. Okay. This is 3 inches wide by almost 4.5 long. So I'm going to go 3 inches, 3¼ inches wide. By 4.75 inches. That's pretty. Sometimes if I accomplish nothing else, guys, if I could just remind you that sometimes we just need to take time to play and be nice to ourselves. This is a nice one because you don't have to get out 50,000 things. And I got out my garden collection. And I already had a piece of black cardstock and a piece of white cardstock in it, my card faces. And then I'm just playing with what's here. And they're turning out beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And get another one of these deco cards. I really like these deco cards with this too. Something about it, they're kind of whimsical, and something about the deco edge is kind of whimsical too. Cut from my piece of orange paper here. I'm going to go to 3 7/8. 5 5/8.
That says this one reminds her of Thomas Kincaid.
It does. It actually really does. That way they've played with the light in it. The piece needed to be just a tad small. There we go. Nice orange in there. Put the black in. Let's see. We need a sentiment again. The sentiment's going to look great with this black edge. I think this is a thinking of you. That's what it reminds me of. A thinking of you. There are little splashes of color that I have left here. Still have this. Go ahead and glue this down. And my little insect sheet again. Make sure I don't get one too big. I want it to be too big, but I want it to be standout too. I'm going to try this one. I love that this has all different kinds of bugs in different sizes. I like that. I want to cover up my castle. Go back to the original one. I like the way the black looks inside that black frame. Oh, glue on my fingers. Nothing new about that. Aren't they pretty? Okay, what do we want to do next? We still have this beautiful bouquet. I love that. Maybe want to use some of that blue. Blue is very pretty. Blue would look great. Let's see. I'll just grab another one of these. And I'd already cut this to 3 7/8, so it's already a perfect fit for my card. So I'm going to cut this to 5 5/8. This project right here will bring you back to your original love of card making. You know, when you just thought I can do anything I want to do, and you know, they don't have to be real elaborate, and they don't have to be super fancy. They just need to be pleasing, you know, just need to be pleasing to the eye, and something that makes you feel good to do. I think I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut myself 1 1/2 by 3 or thereabouts inch strip. And then I'm going to take those and I'm going to cut this 1 1/2 in half. I'm going to make 4 corners this time. Let's see what this will look like. I think we're headed the same place, Thelma. I do believe. Oh, it would look really good. That would be a Thelma touch to this. Perhaps this time we'll use a white sentiment with gold or silver, and then use a silver piece of border material on these corners. Because Thelma does love her corners and borders. Now I need to mat this on something. You can see that. What do I want to mat it on? Maybe the pink. Don't want to mat it on that. Wondering if these might be just a little big for the size of my card. I'm going to take an extra little strip off them. 1 1/2 now. Let's cut them down to 1 1/4. That's better. That just feels better. Okay. So I'm laying it across the top of my cutter with the point to 1 1/4, and then I'm just cutting off the edge. And I end up with 1 1/4 inch corners. Yeah, I like that better. Definitely better. That looks way better. Okay, let's glue those down. This really is beautiful quality paper from the Paper Rose. I have to say that. It just feels good to work with it. It's just a really nice texture and weight. Another fun thing with this would be to die cut some doilies. Go behind some of these images. That'd be fun. I'm just going to keep it simple. Stay with my philosophy of, I actually got that border a little crooked, but it's going to stay there now because if I take it up, it's going to be I take it up now, it'll ruin my card. I'll have one border that's a little wider than the other, but that's okay. No sweat. They'll know it's handmade. Okay, now I need to put a border around this print. I'll go back to my could use this pink, which would look okay, I'm sure, as the colors coordinate nicely with the patterns in my pack. Or one of these little sheets. See if there's a color here I want to use. I'll just go with the pink. I do like that rose color too. Let's go with the barnwood. This topper is 2.5 by 4. So I'm going to make this piece 2 and 2. I'm going to make it 3 inches wide by 4.25. Let's see what happens here. Oops. I cut it a little too small on the bottom. So I'll keep that one, but I'm going to try it again. Must have been 4.5 I wanted. 1.5 by 3. These papers are so beautiful. The colors, the way they go together, that this would be a really one. And I'm sure you probably have in your collection, as I do, a die for like quilt making die. You know, that it's like making a quilt card. And these colors would make a beautiful quilted card front. Let's see, I told them we needed to get some borders here. Let's see what we can do with our borders. What can we add? I just going across our card, maybe. Let's down a little gold edge here. This particular pack of stickers isn't as sticky as I like. They're usually pretty good about staying on once I get them on, but they're not as sticky as they could be. They're from Duty, and their stickers are usually pretty good, but these are just not real adhesive. Wow, let there be light, and it was so. Mom used to say that, and then she'd say, and then came the light bill. Very ominous tone. Oh, I like that. Just that extra little bit. Yeah, these Duty ones, I'm not sure why this last batch, some of them aren't as sticky as they usually are. It annoys me to have to put glue on a sticker, but it's possible I might have to do that with one of those. Fortunately, most of our stickers are not Duty. They're Find It Trading and Starform, Dazzle. Do have quite a few Duties too, but I don't have trouble with the ones that are a little wider. It's these extra thin ones that seem to be giving me trouble this time. And I need white seams. What did I do with the white seams? White with silver, white with gold. There they are. Black. I think we definitely want gold. And I think this is going to be a birthday too. His birthday more than anything. Like that. With that gold. It's going to look great. Pretty little foiling on there. Like that, right at the bottom of that vase. Everything in our card is beautifully symmetrical. So I have to throw in something that's not symmetrical because it just needs it. Needs something to be off center. I'm going to put this dragonfly up there. There's our gold on there, Thelma. How's that? That do it? How many cards do we have? And 4. I'll do one more. And we'll have 5 or 6 cards today. I have to pick out what's going to be my favorite to do, though. Like, how do you even choose? I love this garden bench, though. I think I like that garden bench a lot. I'm going to show you guys something when I'm done here. I sat down here with just a few pieces of paper, right? I still have enough to make 4 more cards out of this one. I could make cards featuring dirt dragonflies from here. I've used quite a bit of my background paper, but I have a lot of other backgrounds left. Just with the little bit of materials I set down here with, I know I could make at least a dozen cards, maybe more.
There's a peach one over here.
What?
Paper up toward me. Look up. Right here.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll make this 3 7/8. I can get 2 of them out of here. 3 7/8. 5 5/8. Basic background shape. I'll cut that down just a little bit more. These decollage cards are ever so slightly smaller because they've taken the edge off around them. So take another 1/8 off on each one of those sides. That peach color does look beautiful with this. Now, I could do all kinds of sticker things on here if I wanted to. Somehow chair, I like the idea of putting one of my toppers at an angle, but somehow the chair being at an angle just doesn't work. It would not be comfortable to sit on. Okay. So what else do I want to do? That is not straight. That's just way off. I must have cut that by hand last time. Now it's straight. Let's see. I don't like that at all. Do like that. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. I could go back to just my corners, but I might just go back to my corners. I think this color is beautiful. Okay. Little corners. 1 inch. Little 1 inch corners this time. And I think I'll put a border on that. Could you turn the coffee pot on so I can have a mocha when we're done, please? Please. Okay. Now, I want a border on here. And the question is, what kind of border do I want? I think maybe a blue border. I want a black border. Maybe. Maybe. Just a little bit of the white stripping off of this. Okay. 4 1/4. Uh, 3 1/4. Okay. So many fun papers left on this desk, guys. It's really warm in here. This won't work on this one because I already have the borders too close. This is another thing that works nice with that, is to create a border for it, then don't put it all the way up on the border. Actually put it in an angle in there. That can look really pretty. But it won't work on this one. Oh, slide back there where you belong. The corners are sliding away.
Say good night to Annette.
Huh?
Good night to Annette.
Good night, Annette. An interesting size I ended up with there. Well, this one will get the job done for you guys. If you need a little pick-me-up, definitely will get the job done. I know I probably have 15 sentiments sitting here, already cut out. I'm not finding now. Maybe I used them all, I don't know. Okay, so what do we want? We want a black and white. I do think the black and white looks nice. Might be fun to put it down here. Could have made my corners a little wider on that one, I think. But you're always going to like one more better than another one, so that's okay. The empty bench, this almost looks like a sympathy card to me. I actually really like that going over the edge. It's kind of unexpected. I like that. I'm going to do that. So now we have played with paper roses. What do you guys think of this collection? Isn't this fun? This is a real pick-me-up if you need a pick-me-up. It really is. I remember feeling the same way when I was working with these last time. Might have been pretty on this one. It's too late because I already glued it down, but would have been to put some black lines at the edges of my corners. Very colorful. Okay, let's take a look at what we've made. We've been at it for an hour and a half. We've made 6 cards. They're beautiful, I think. Here's our happy birthday. They're gold foil and gold lines. Here is my thinking of you on that garden path back to the castle. That's beautiful. What a pretty scene. This is rain or sunshine, I'm here for you. Here's our birthday wishes gnome. I love this one. I don't know, this might be one of my favorites. Happy birthday, the Arboretum. And with sympathy. Okay, so we'll name these cards so you can tell me what your favorite is. Here we go again. The Arboretum. You can call it the glitter card, so you don't have to spell Arboretum. Call it the glitter card. We got the Gnome. Gnome, Gnome. We got the Umbrella. Rain or shine, I'm here for you. I love the sentiment in that one. I also like the way the colors play in that one. Here's Thinking of You. Could also be the Castle card. Let's call it the Castle card. Happy Birthday. I do like this one with the gold on it too, I have to say. And with Sympathy, or the Garden Bench. You guys all ready to make your choices? Yes? Okay, so if you enjoyed today, please give me a thumbs up. It makes me feel great, but it also helps us with our YouTube ratings. When you give us thumbs up, they know that way that people are enjoying what they're seeing. As do comments. Comments that are put in the comments section down below also help our YouTube rating. That's why each time we are getting together, I'm asking you to vote on what your favorite card was, because it gives us an opportunity for more feedback there. And that is also used by YouTube to measure who they send the traffic to. And if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. We have fun every time we get together. It's always something new. We try and do all different kinds of brands and all different kinds of projects to keep you entertained. You guys need to see the cards one more time? Or are you ready to vote? By the way, are there any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom while we're at it? I'll ask those two questions and then wait for an answer. You need to see them again, or do you want to?
Well, why don't you show them while they're thinking of their question or taking their questions?
Good point, Ray. So just show them while they're thinking up any other questions. Here's With Sympathy, or the Garden Bench, whichever one you want to call it. There's that beautiful one with the gold trim. Love that. Thinking of You on the Garden Path. It's also the Castle card. Castle card. The Umbrella. I love that. Rain or shine, I'm here for you. Birthday Wishes with our Gnome. And the Arboretum, also called the Glitter card. Okay. If there are no questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for tonight. We will see you again on Saturday at 11 a.m. That's 2 p.m. Pacific time. No, let's try that again. 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll be back with more fun paper crafting projects. You guys take it easy. Take care of each other. And we will say for now, good night, Gracie.